can't finish it. Salted caramel cheesecake. It's too rich. I can't finish it. 50% of your day's intake of fat. Christ knows what sugar's in it. Speaking of junk food, the Papa John's Trophy. So, Wednesday taking on Newcastle Under-21'S in the Papa John Trophy. A Mickey Mouse competition. A Tinpot competition. A distraction that we don't need for my main aim of promotion. But then I just had a little thought in my head, you see. I thought, we've just lost a game, haven't we? And when you've lost a game, the best thing to do is to play again. It's like falling off a bike. Get back in the saddle. Graham Taylor, when he was England manager, said one of the worst things about the job, other than the horrific abuse he got from the press, the disgraceful abuse he got as a human being from the press, the worst thing about the job was if you lost, you had to wait another month, 2 months, to put it right. All that pressure building up. Whereas when he was at Villa and Watford, that's why I preferred league football. If you lose on a Saturday, you're playing again Wednesday, you can put it right. You're playing again the Saturday, you can put it right. And we've just lost to Morecambe, and I thought to myself, you know what, yeah, let's go out and try and beat Newcastle Under-21's. Let's try and get that momentum back. You know what I mean? I start thinking like that. But it is Tinpot, isn't it? And it is a distraction for the main aim of getting promoted. And it's a 3rd, 4th division tournament, isn't it? And it is, and in fact, I'll read this out to you, it's quite interesting. A new competition for 3rd and 4th tier league clubs, blah blah blah, with a chance at the end to play a showcase final at Wembley Stadium. And I thought about that, you know, and I thought, actually that's good. I've been slagging it off, Tinpot, blah blah blah, but that's actually really good. Because these clubs, there'll be fans of these clubs, 60, 70, 80 years, going through them turnstiles, smaller clubs, knowing that their club's never going to win anything. They're never going to be in the top flight. They're never going to win the FA Cup, the League Cup. The League Cup. Christ, Manchester City's won it 6 years out of the last 8. They're never going to win that. So a competition for 3rd and 4th division clubs to have that chance of a day out at Wembley, to see their club on the hallowed turf, their club colours, and have that magical day out experience. No, good. I'm going to show this competition a little bit more respect. And maybe we should. Maybe we should go out and try and win it. Yeah, that's what I started thinking to myself. Because, rightly or wrongly, we are a 3rd division club. Now, in my head we're not, but in reality we are. Clubs that's got promoted from the conference, they're in these divisions on merit. And equally, we're here on merit. Or whatever the word is, when your club's been run so badly over a number of years that a team that's formerly won the FA Cup, the League Championship, been in Europe and played Barcelona and Ajax, whatever the word is for the club that's previously done that and now finds itself in the 3rd division through a series of disastrous mismanagement decisions on and off the field, whatever that word is, we're down here for a reason. We're down here legitimately. And for this season, we are a legitimate 3rd division club. And perhaps we owe it to the other clubs in these divisions to take it seriously. Because playing us will be a big day out. And also, it's a chance to get to Wembley. No, we have been a big club in the past. But let's be right. We haven't been in an FA Cup final for 28 years. We haven't won a competition for 30 years. The last time we won the FA Cup was 86 years ago. The League Championship, I don't even know. It's that long ago. It's very rare to get to Wembley. I'm lucky enough, but there's kids I know who's never been to Wembley and probably never will. So, yeah, maybe we should take this Johnson paint seriously. Papa John's, not Johnson paint. But yeah, let's take it seriously and let's get there. And there's another thing as well. These clubs, these smaller clubs, for want of a better word, this might be their one opportunity every season to have some sort of success. They're not, like I said, they're not going to win any of the other ones. They're not going to get into the top 5. So yeah, let's take it seriously. We're a 3rd division club and these are our brotherhood for this season. And the other thing is, these clubs have got no chance of winning anything and they've got their own competition for, and I quote again, third and fourth tier league clubs to have the opportunity to play a showcase final at Wembley. Is it then right that there's a load of under-21 teams in it from the Premier League? Well, I don't think that's very fair at all. I don't see why fans of Lincoln or Rochdale or whatever should lose out on their one opportunity to actually make a final because it might be getting played at Wembley between Everton under-21s and Crystal Palace under-21s. I think that's inherently wrong. And so I think we owe it to ourselves as a third division club, which we are now, and our brother and sister clubs in this division to go out there and give Newcastle a right spanking, take this competition seriously and get through to the next round. Except it's not that simple, is it? Because I've been reading through the rules of the eligibility of players for this competition. Because famously, a few years ago, Gary Megson did think this was a Tinpot competition. And he played some first-team players, which he had to, and then he subbed them off after about 4 minutes, and there was loads of cobblers about that. I have checked, it's a £5,000 fine if you fail to adhere to these things. But I don't think it's fair that these under-21 teams are in. And then I'm having a look. I thought, well, we'll smash them, we'll just get through. But no, because as part of these rules, it's now got group stage. Group stage, yes, group stage. And so we're not just playing Newcastle, we're playing Mansfield Town and Harrogate and Newcastle under-21s. It's actually 8 games from tomorrow night's game to Wembley. 8. In a season we're trying to get promoted in, and we've got League and FA Cup games that'll be coming soon. So suddenly I'm back to square one and thinking, no, it's a Mickey Mouse competition. We need to bomb out as soon as possible. Stick the kids in. But you can't stick the kids in. No, you can't, because of all these rules. Let me just have a quick look here. There's an entire eligibility thing about it. You must pick at least 4 players who played in your last league game. Alternatively, they must be 4 players who are going to play in your next league game. You can have up to 5 on loan players from the Premier League or a Category 1 academy. The other criteria is to qualify to play in these games is they must have played 40 professional games including international level. Internationals for who? Bahrain? What? And the final criteria, it must be a player who has appeared in your top 10 appearance makers so far this season. So you can't stick the kids in, can you? Which then makes it ironic that they've invited a load of Premier League kids teams in. So they can play their kids, but you can't play your kids. The entire thing's a farce. The entire thing's a farce. So I'm looking at the Wednesday possible team. Well, Wildsmith will play net. I think he'd have played anyway, but I suspect Peacock Farrell will be away at some sort of boot camp with Northern Ireland. I doubt he's just going to fly out on the day of the game. But in defence, we've only really got 2 right backs, haven't we? Hunt and Palmer. We've got this Josh Dueyu in the reserves, but the thing is, he's not in our top 10 appearance makers. He's not played 40 professional games. Neither is Deli Bashiro. Must be playing in the next league game, which he won't. Must have played the last league game, which he hasn't. So it narrows the criteria massively as to who you can pick. So Hunt or Palmer's going to have to play at right fullback. Now defence not so much of a problem. I think Brennan might get one of the slots. Gibson will from Everton because he has been at Everton youth long player. But at left fullback we've got a similar problem. Brown's probably going to have to play. Corbin will play because he's a youth product to the Wolves team and he's 19 years old. So will come in because Darren Moore will be desperate to give him some game time. But again, there's got to be 4 players who played Saturday or have played 40 professional games, blah, 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 a number of appearances this season. So in midfield, with Luongo being out, it's more than likely that wing Byers or Bannon, Adeniran, one of them's going to have to play some sort of part in the game. Equally at centre forward, Gregory Camberi. It might be that Darren Moore gives them a half each just to build the match fitness up anyway, because they didn't seen much of pre-season. But the entire thing's a farce. The entire thing's a farce. But I'm now caught. Because there's still that part of me that wants to send them on with the tail between their legs, because I do think it's wrong for this competition that's been set up for 3rd and 4th division clubs, which we legitimately are, and an under-21 team can win it. I think that's wrong. So I want to smash them for that factor. I want to stick it to the EFL, because that's just the kind of person I am. I'd like to see us in Wembley. We can talk about promotion's our main aim, and it is. And people might condescendingly look at you and say, it's a Mickey Mouse competition, we don't want to be in it, if you say, well, I won't mind a day at Wembley. Watch the scramble for tickets, by the way, if we ever did make Wembley in the final of this competition, because as much as folks say they're not bothered, that's a great day out. And it's a day out you don't get very often. So I don't know what I want. 8 games to the final. It's a lot of football. On the other hand, 3rd and 4th division clubs in a competition, it's a fantastic opportunity to get to Wembley. And like I said, in your lifetime, I mean, it's a closed shop now. The FA Cup, the League Cup, the top flight, it's a closed shop. So how many opportunities do you get? Will your kids ever see Wednesday at Wembley? Take any opportunity that's there. I always want us to win anyway. That's just the nature of being a supporter, innit? But I think it's one of them. If we win, great. If we lose, nah. But the rules, the competition rules, it's a complete farce. It really is Tinpot, for want of a better phrase. So, nah. Let me know what you think about the competition. Would you relish the chance to go to Wembley? Or is it a complete waste of time and distraction? Well, do you think your mind will change as we progress? I've swung. I was right up for it. I was like, yes, let's stick it to these under-21 teams, bloody Premier League, thinking they can do what they want and treat this like a second-hand competition for their millionaire under-21 international players who can't get a game. Let's stick it to them. And then I'm thinking, yeah, let's go and win a Wembley competition. And then I'm thinking, EFL, with their stupid rules, trying to force the issue, balls to him, let's go out first round. So I've done a full loop all the way back. I don't know what I want anymore. I definitely don't want that salted caramel cheesecake, for that's far too much. Shocking. Entire thing's a farce. Farce. That said, won't mind a weekend in Harrogate, following in the footsteps of Agatha Christie. Could write my memoirs while I'm there. Nice weekend away. I don't know. I just don't.